entertainmentbuddha.com.
And now, Walking Dead Nation, Matt Heywood here from entertainmentbuddha.com, and it's time to do the top most important scenes from the latest episode of Walking Dead, which was titled Service, and it's the 4th episode in the show's 7th season. So let's get down to it. In fact, there are 7 top moments to go through. So here we go. Number 1. The first top moment is obviously Negan's arrival at Alexandria, and from what I've read and researched, it essentially mirrors what happened in the comic book in terms of dialogue, framing, scenes, and just conversations Negan has had with Rick. So that's got to be the first top moment. Negan arrives, everyone's shitting the bed, pissing down their legs. You can tell that he definitely has the power over Rick and Alexandria. So now those that weren't at the head bashing ceremony get to see the type of person Negan is and the type of people that the Saviors are. So the second top moment is when Karl foolishly shoots off a gun in Alexandria as Negan's Saviors are raiding all their shit. So this sets up 2 things. It's going to set up some stuff that's going to probably happen in the future. Again, this is speculation based off of what I know about the comic books. But it also sets up Negan to basically tell Rick, hey, because of shit like this, you can't have any guns. You have too many guns to begin with, so now we're taking them all. So Karl's little hot-headedness lost Alexandria all their guns and may cause some trouble for the young lad later on in this season. The third top moment happens kind of middle. Remember, this is a longer episode. It's a middle to the end. And it's when Negan is about to shove off. And Rick sees him, and he's beating up this zombie. Because, I mean, again, the Saviors are providing Alexandria's service by killing 2 zombies for them. But anyways, Rick is grasping Lucille, who he was given by Negan the moment he showed up. Just to remind Rick that he is Negan's bitch, and that this is the bat that killed his 2 friends. But at one point, there's a few points, but there's a very clear point towards the end. Rick is grabbing Lucille's handle, and he's priming himself to strike. But then he sees Negan bashing the brains of a walker, and it must have reminded him of Glenn and Abraham, and he backs down. Throughout the episode, we've seen Rick just get emasculated by Negan. I mean, at one point as Negan's leaving, he pretty much said, you know what, you just sucked my dick, and you thanked me for it. And that's just the effect that Negan has on Rick. But that doesn't mean Rick has been completely pussified, as we saw in exchange between him and Spencer, where Spencer essentially accused him of getting Glenn and Abraham killed, to which Rick said, if you ever say that again, I'll kill you. So there's some vintage Rick in there, although he's still kind of walking with the tail between his legs, and his eyes are all red from sobbing and just being stressed out. But it was good to see old Rick, man-bush Rick, come out to play, just for a little bit. After a long, hard day, Rick and Michonne kind of wind things up in their house with no mattress on a sleeping bag, and you can tell Michonne's a little upset at Rick. But he eventually comes through and tells her, hey, by the way, Judith isn't mine, but we still got to live. We got to be happy. I'm going to take care of her. I love her, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of has Michonne. You can see when he tells her that, she changes her demeanor towards Rick and kind of cuddles up close to him and feels a bit for the man who has essentially had his emotions run through the ringer the past few episodes. Next top scene was a short one, but it just goes to show you how mentally terrorizing Negan and the Saviors can be. So we know they're through Alexandria picking it clean. They're taking furniture, guns, everything but food. One of the things they did take from everyone were their mattresses. So we come to find through Michonne that they actually took all these mattresses, drove them a little bit outside of Alexandria, then just lit them all on fire, just to be dicks and to remind Alexandria and everyone there that they are the Savior's bitches now. So it was eye-opening and depressing for Rick and company. Final moment is one that kind of was present throughout the entire episode, but didn't culminate until the last scene, the last bit of dialogue, and it's with Rosita and the fact that she is hell-bent on more than likely assassinating Negan. So early on, Dwight the Dick takes her and Spencer's weapons, they go out, and Rosita hunts down a walker and gets a gun for him, and she's like, well, I don't have any bullets, and Spencer gives her shit, and they know that all their guns are being taken away, so she hides it. And earlier, we know that Negan, just again to kind of rub his power in Rick's face, shot off a handgun that dropped a bullet casing. Well, lo and behold, who do we see grab that bullet casing towards the end? It is Rosita, and she takes it to Eugene, who last season said he could make bullets and was going to make a bullet factory. So, all she needs is one bullet, just like all Nas needed was one mic, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget to stay tuned to entertainmentboo.com for all your geeky needs, because we will make you all better geeks one post at a time.